We'll begin the call to order the meeting of the Cabell County Commission, third floor of the courthouse, regular commission session, Thursday, January 28th, 10 a.m. Until I can find somebody else to do this, let us stand and we'll have a prayer and pledge. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the seasons. We thank you for giving us the thoughts of good and the bad. We thank you for the blessing that you have given us. We would ask that you would be with this country as we seek to find the middle way to compromise on all of our issues. Be with us, guide us, and direct us through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the first item would be to approve the regular commission agenda.
Move to approve. Second?
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The next would be the minutes of the regular commission meeting on June the 11th, 2020. Have a motion
Move to approve.
and a second.
I will second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approve the erroneous assessments, land consolidations, split tickets, probate documentation, county clerk to probate office.
So moved. I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carries, passes. And approve the purchase orders, numbers 21-101-596 through 21-101-789. Pay jackets, monthly payments to Fifth Third for fuel card purchases, handwritten checks to Unum, $7,084.41, and Guardian, $19,821.80.
Move to approve.
Say- All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, passes. Citizens registered to speak. Are you registered to speak on an item that is on the agenda or as some other reason?
Who is the person that's signed up?
We have Angel Ingram and Larry Ball.
Mrs. Ingram is here.
Okay,
She's on the agenda.
Larry's in the back. I'm Larry Ball, I'm not on the agenda, sir.
okay. Do you want to speak then, please, sir?
Sure. My name is Larry Ball. I am here on behalf of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. I'm the head trustee at the Independent Order of Odd Fellows. It was brought before our lodge in the last few meetings that we could acquire the Green Bottom Senior Citizen Center, Community Center, that persons within our lodge is working with the West Virginia Attorney General's office for us to obtain this property free of charge. Having been on the board years ago, I've been before this commission several times, and the commission's really been generous to that building. I find it hard to believe that the county commission has no input in this whatsoever. I'm just touching bases. That's a very, very nice building. The taxpayers throughout the years have put thousands of dollars into that building. And I just find it hard to believe that we could acquire this building free of charge to do with it what we want. So I'm touching bases with the county commission so they can be made aware of this.
Thank you. Commissioners, have any questions?
No, he's absolutely right about how all the money we put into that building, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
All kinds of
But it
heating
has-
and cooling and other
Yeah.
things.
It's never belonged to the county commission, though.
No, I mean, it's my understanding, and I'm getting several stories It actually belongs to the community. And, I don't know, I just wanna make the county commission aware that all this money's being spent supposedly, they're just gonna give the building away to a nonprofit organization through the West Virginia Attorney General's office.
Well, actually, that building was purchased by Barbara Knight and her sister, and they donated it to the senior citizens, the community group there. And it was in their name, the name of the senior citizen group.
Yes.
And so that's how it all came about. But those two ladies put their money in it and then donated it to use for the senior center.
Yes, ma'am. And having retired from Board of Education, I realized, you know, we had some schools that we tore down and went back to the owners, that they had that building as long as it was in use. When it no longer became
Right.
a school, then it reverted back to the owners or their ancestors. But, I'm just not for sure what's going on here. How the Attorney General is involved or anything else. But I'm old enough to know that anything that's too good to be true is too good to be true.
Yeah, I'm kinda interested in seeing how that pans out, because I don't quite understand. If it's in the name of this group, it would be the officers of that group that would be in control of it.
Yeah, I'd be interested to find out how the Attorney General got involved.
Mr. Boney, I couldn't tell you. There's something going on here.
Well, good luck.
That's right. Good luck. Well, then we'll move on to item,
Is there another person?
what's that?
Is there a second person?
She's here.
It's on the agenda.
She's on the.
She's on item 2102-28013. Motion for hearing removal of personal representative in the estate of Roger Dale Holly.
Mr. President, I have reviewed the motion. The person that filed it, so Rhonda Duncan, and is she in the, here in the room? The administratrix, who she's asking to be removed, is in fact here. In reading her petition, Mrs. Duncan's petition, it's really, the only thing that would be something that maybe a fiduciary commissioner might want to look at is, there's been an allegation that Mrs. Ingram, who's present, has taken stuff out of the house. You know, whether she has or hasn't, you can speak to that, but the other thing, she was just saying in the petition that Mrs. Ingram didn't advise the two sisters, her sisters, of the passing of Mr. Holly. So maybe you could, if you would, just speak, and then we'll make a determination how we'll go forward.
So, my uncle had died November 23rd. A month and a half before that, his wife died. And I live in Tennessee, so I come all the way down here for this. I worked 2 16s and 8 Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I would come down once per week when I could come down and help both of them. So, I was a beneficiary on his life insurance after he paid for all of her, the wife's funeral and things. And the thing that was left was, one was $1,000 and one was $1,500, but I called and all of them, no one would answer, so I left voicemails. And they've got Facebook and social media, so they all know that he died. For one, it would be the most cruelest thing, is to not tell someone that someone has died. So what it is she thinks that I'm getting the house, and she thinks I'm getting this $8,000 check, and all kinds of, it's just a sibling rivalry thing. It's nonsense, to be honest, but it would be cruel was to not tell her, or a whole family knew about it, because the next day on the 24th, he was coming up to my house to spend Thanksgiving with me. And we did not know that he was going to get COVID-19 and pneumonia, so he died in the house. And I took off work Monday, which was my 16-hour day, and ran down there. And I did go in the house, but it was a later time, because there's a life estate And it doesn't go to me or anything, it goes to his wife's son, which is deceased, his girlfriend, but he took him back to court in 2010, and he thought that they'd signed it off back in his name, but they didn't, they just signed it still as a life estate. So, the only thing I did is got administrator of estate and closed his account, because he had told me he would rather me do that than the state get the money. And what he had in his account was only $8,000 and some dollars, which I recently just put it in an account, and I changed his mail, which comes to my house now in Tennessee, and I had to file his taxes. So I had to get an EIN number and these things. My sisters and brothers, I don't know if it means anything, but they're all on SSI, which I'm okay with that, but it's just a money thing right now. They think that I'm getting this and that and that and this, and I'm not. I left my uncle, someone lost their life here. And there's no need in fighting and arguing and carrying on of sisters, but this always happens with the sisters because I work and they don't, and I just think it's so madness. I don't know what
Have you filed a appraisement yet for the estate where you list
No.
all the assets?
No, sir, because it's a life estate, and I didn't think that I could do anything about the house, but if I can, I will.
No, you're supposed to, I mean, because you talked about monies, like the $8,000 and things like that, so you will need to file an appraisement with the probate office. The fact that you live in Tennessee makes it difficult for you to travel.
Well,
I mean,
it's
come
only
on.
4 hours.
But anyway, with their allegations, be they true or not, that they think you've taken stuff from the house, you know, allegedly for your own benefit, what I would suggest to the commission is we will assign this to a fiduciary commissioner who will then get together with you and your siblings and try to work this out to everybody's satisfaction. And if not, then he'll make a recommendation to this commission as what he thinks should be done. And this commission then can accept that recommendation, modify it or reject it. So, you will be, the fiduciary commissioner will be in touch with you and your siblings to set up probably a Zoom-type hearing.
Okay. And may I say one more thing? The reason that I went in the house is the lady that has the life estate said that if I didn't get his personal belongings, which she said I was gonna donate his clothes to the nursing homes, which that's where I work. I'm a CNA, and I have been for many, many, many years. And for one, I'm brokenhearted over this crazy madness, but anyway, someone lost their life, and there's no need in arguing and fighting, but all the non-perishable foods, so we donated that to, like the people that needs things.
That's acceptable. I mean, that,
But
nobody
it
should
wasn't
challenge that.
anything, yeah, I didn't take anything, like, I took a couch, I took old lawn mowers and weed eaters, cause his neighbor next door always mowed and stuff. And so I took a couple of those lawn mowers, and we were going to try and piece them together and make a good one, but it's just, it wasn't the whole house because, you know,
We understand.
I didn't take anything.
Okay,
About
well,
this,
I think, that would be my recommendation to the commission is to,
This is Lady Emmons. Are you here on this estate, ma'am? Yes, I'm Rhonda Damon.
oh, okay. Dameron,
Yes.
yes. Do you have anything you'd like to tell?
Yes, I would. I have printed off text messages from my other sister about all this communication. How I found out about this was on January the 7th. My sister Angela Ingram had called me hundreds of times and saying, well, she didn't say anything, but all she said was, I need you to sign a paper for, in case my Roger gets sick, I can write a check. That's what she had said. I did have a witness with me when she had said that. That was on January the 7th. She has called me on December the 27th, never said that he had been passed away on November the Ingram and my sister Kimberly Rackley of all of this. I printed it all out. I printed out the stuff that my niece had got. My niece had plainly told me that she had got, there was, guns in the safe, there was coins, there was, couch, there was washer, dryers, everything. So I have pictures, I have everything of what she had said, and then I had written down on the documentation that I had gotten, that she had said to me on January the 7th is, I just need you to sign a paper, wouldn't say anything about being deceased or anything. The point of it is, first of all, working is none of this business. Angela Ingram has no right to hide things, to saying that she needs to, well, I need you to sign a paper saying that everything needs to be, if in case he gets sick, I can write a check. That's what she has stated to me. That's exactly what she stated to my sister Kimberly Rackley, which I have proof of that if you want to look at that.
Well, Rhonda, is it?
Yes,
As I explained earlier, there will be a hearing set up of which you will be notified, and at that time, you will be in a position to tell the fiduciary commissioner your side of the story, and then he will also hear from Mrs. Ingram, and then he will digest all that information and then make a recommendation to the commission, because your petition is you're asking for her to be removed. Are you local?
yes, I live in Southport.
Is there, if in fact he would make a recommendation for removal, somebody else is gonna have to take over the estate, the administration of the estate. Is that gonna be with somebody like you, or who?
Yes,
Okay, well, all this needs to be brought to the attention of the fiduciary commissioner, and you will be notified of a hearing date, okay?
And they would not be able to move forward with anything at this point then?
Right, I mean, Mrs. Ingram, there would be no, you should not remove anything from the
No,
house whatsoever. And if you've got the couch or the lawnmowers and stuff like that, they need to be brought back, because it's not something you should keep initially. That's something, those are assets that would have to be determined, and they would go to all the beneficiaries. Since there was no will, you know, that's something that would have to be determined later, so.
but see, my uncle had, asked them to come to the, his wife's funeral, where they wouldn't come to the wife's funeral also. I mean, they haven't seen him in years.
But that's, you know, that's not really the commission's concern. We just want to be sure that the petition is heard by the fiduciary commissioner. So that's what'll take place with my recommendation condition. So I think we need a motion to that effect.
I'll make that motion to send to the fiduciary.
I second it.
The motion is to refer to a fiduciary commissioner. All in favor would signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the motion passes. And gentlemen will be in contact with you all.
Thank you.
Next before us is Resolution 210228, 14, Resolution Cabell County Commission in the matter of advertising a notice of public hearing for public comment regarding the Pea Ridge Public Service District proposed Route 2, Phase 2, construction project and the proposed rates.
Yeah, if I could add for the public, we had a public hearing that was required, and only 2 families turned out, and so we've opted to have a public meeting to try to solicit the input of the residents on Route 2 that might be affected by this new project. So it'll be February 2nd at 5 p.m. in Judge Farrell's courtroom. But speak now or forever hold your peace at that meeting.
Yes, there were, thought that there would, a number in the hundreds of citizens who had not received notice of the first hearing, and the fact that there would probably be rate increases and various other requirements. So we just wanted to be sure that everybody understood what we were doing And we're having this hearing for that purpose.
I move we approve the resolution.
Second, do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The resolution is adopted. Item number 15, letter from Chuck Zirkle, Cabell County Sheriff, for the employment of Travis B. Endicott for full-time home confinement officer.
So moved.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The employment is approved. Guess that's what we do with that. A resolution, item number 16, which is the renewal of surety bond for City National Bank of West Virginia, which we do monthly, quarterly, and various other times. So
And
moved.
these are to protect the deposits that
Right.
we have with these banks.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next item, number 17, resolution, Cabell County Commission for reappointment of Nancy Cartmell to the Southwestern Community Action Clinic.
How about the council?
Council, not claim, council.
Oh, council. Okay.
I'll move to approve.
Second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's exciting.
Item number 018, a resolution by the Cabell County Commission for reappointment of Kim Cooper to Cabell County Planning Commission.
Move to approve.
A second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Resolution carries. We have a resolution, item 019, Cabell County Commission, reappointment of Chad Nelson,
He still wants it, I move to approve.
Cabell
I
County
second.
Planning Commission. We have a motion and a second. All in favor would signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. The resolution passes. Okay.
Congratulations.
Item number 020, a letter from Sean Hammers, Cabell County Prosecutor, for the employment of Todd Gowdy to be a full-time assistant prosecutor.
Move to approve.
And I will second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, it passes. We have a item number 021, resolution of the Cabell County Commission for employment of John Wayne Calrider, part-time EMT, Caddy Inez Caudle, part-time EMT, and Tyler Douglas Melson as full-time EMT.
So moved.
We have a second? Second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The resolution passes. And we are at a place in our agenda where we have
Session where no action has been taken.
second?
That wasn't worded very well. but
Second?
Right.
It'll do.
No, Shelley will fix that. Okay, the motion is to return from executive session where no action, no votes were taken, no action was taken. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And the next item on the agenda then is to place on record Pea Ridge Public Service District regular board meeting November the 9th, Pea Ridge Public Service District special meeting November 24th, Pea Ridge Salt Rock Public Service District regular meeting December 8th. Other documents to be recorded, Pea Ridge Public Service District field reports and manager's report for October 2020, Pea Ridge PSD General Ledger Balance Sheet and Income Statement, period 5, year ending 2021.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And now we have commissioners' representation reports for the good and welfare of Cabell County. No representation, no good for Cabell County?
It's all good.
When we are finished signing these appropriate papers, we will stand adjourned.
Just about signed them all, haven't we?